Hello everybody, it's Refresh and I'm here to start a new draft for Magic the Gathering Crimson Vow. We are going to pay our 1500 and get right into it. Don't know if I'm going to have energy and brain power to do any games with this draft tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling after it. Alright, we have some number of people that are joining us for this draft. Almost there. There's Soren being all like, join me. You know, he's supposed to be like sullen and what was it? I forgot what the phrase was for him in this set. Mirthless. He's supposed to be mirthless, but he seems awfully like seductive and sexy, which is kind of weird, you know, for the mirthless. All right, let's hit ready. Let's do this, folks. We will draft some cards and play some Magic. Well, hopefully. We'll see about the playing part. But we will definitely do some drafting. Come on, number 8. Although sometimes, like, when they take a long time like this, I'm like, do I really want this person at my table? Like, isn't this draft going to take forever because we're just waiting on them? We'll see. You know, it'd be really fun to try a draft where I just let the auto picker choose every single time. I don't know if it'd be fun, but it might be an interesting experiment. All right, what do you got here? Consuming Tide. Choose a non-land permanent they control. Return all other ones, and then draw an opponent. Okay, that's okay. Kind of want Circle of Confinement more, or Distracting Geist. Grizzly Ritual's a bit on the slow side. It's okay removal, but it's a bit on the slow side. I think Geist I like a little bit more than Circle, but I think Circle is probably the correct pick. I'm going to choose a Circle. Just because I think it is just more useful than the oh, this is pretty good too. Like, both of these are pretty good. I'm going to take the Circle, but I kind of am curious about this Consuming Tide because I draw a card for each opponent. So basically, return all non-land permanents, and I draw a card. Yeah, I think Circle is better. Probably the better pick there. All right. Resistance Squad can be okay. I like the Markov Purifier a little bit more. It's a pretty strong card. It's the Lifegain payoff. I think Child of the Pack is probably a touch stronger, but because this shares white with my current pick, it's probably the correct pick. I think Resistance Squad is also possibly in the running here, but I like this. The upside to this is really high. There's 2 cards here that, if they wheel, are really good with it. So we'll take it. Skulking Killer is okay. I like Kindly Ancestor, especially with the Purifier. I think that is the correct pick here. Fountain's alright. Doom Dissenter's alright. You know, nothing here is like... Killer can be alright, I guess. But yeah, Kindly Ancestor. And then... Okay. Then we're a little bit out. We could get this, but that's like the bad card. We take an Investigator's Journal to get some card draw. It's okay, I guess. I guess Piercing Light, Nurturing Presence are other choices here. Nothing really does anything with the life gain stuff. I think we'll just take the removal, the bad move removal, and keep it. I don't think I want this as yeah. I don't know that I'm go wide. This is probably only good in that deck, so I'm gonna take Piercing Light. Not a great card, but a good card. Fleeting Spirit is a good card. I do like staying in white. I think it's probably better than Gift of Fangs here because I don't know if I'm gonna go into black. Purifier is good, but it's not great. So yeah, we'll stay in white. And there we go. I wonder if Demeaning Cashew was number 8 there, as in the player that took the longest time to get ready. I wonder if this is going to be one of my what is it, feast decks or my famine decks, because it seems like that's all it's been for this format so far. Either I win a lot or I lose a lot. Alright, Drog Skull Infantry is pretty good. I like that quite a bit. It beats the pants off of pretty much everything here. I think the Rot-Tide Gargantua is the only thing that's really in competition here. But that's in black and double black, and right now it seems like we're leaning heavily white, so I think I would just prefer to stay mostly in white if possible. Like what we have here seems alright. I mean, it's not like remarkable. There's nothing amazing here. We have some Lifegain synergy if we can get the Purifier going, but I think that's about it. Wow, that's kind of gruesome when you think about it. Is that a vampire card that's dying? Let me see. Maybe it is. Maybe I should feel alright about a vampire card dying. I don't know. Alright, Militia Rallier. We take the Sanctum or the Rallier. How are we doing on creatures? Cleric, spirits, vampires. Sanctum's kind of nice. Rallier is probably the correct pick. Just to stay white. I mean, this is fine because it gets me the Markov Purifier and fixes for it, but this is like the card that's good if I want to play white, right? Yeah. So I'll take the Rallier. And then I could take the Geist. That does kind of play into the Lifegain synergy, or I can take the Guest, but I can take the Guest later. Evolving Wilds would help me splash black if that's what I end up doing. But I'm going to take the Geist. I'm not playing this, right? Exploit. Guest. Yeah, we'll take the Geist. And that is good if I play Disturb. We can play Adamant Will now. Like, I'm not going to go into blue for one of these. I could also take the Ceremonial Knife, but I'll stay in color. Nurturing Presence is the only thing in color. I could take the Bat, I guess. That's a Lifegain payoff. Probably a touch better than the Presence, so we'll take that. Maybe we're going to have a tiny bit of black here. Alright, I don't really care for any of these. With white, I think the only of these I want to play is maybe the Impulse. I don't know if I'm going to play that, though. I have an Epicure. Maybe red is the possibility. Or I take the Vampire's Kiss. Like as a bad Lifegain spell. We'll take Lacerate Flesh. Maybe red is where we're at. We'll take Sanctify, but we're not playing that. Okay. When you discard one or more cards, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. So I guess I can blood to draw. That's not too bad. I'll be passing the Quartermaster, which is actually pretty decent. And Pointed Discussion, Heron of Hope are all interesting for me. Quartermaster is probably the correct pick. I don't see myself making much blood here, right? Yeah, I think the correct pick is to take the Quartermaster. I think like this can be pretty good, but again, I need blood. And I'm not in the right deck for that. Quartermaster is just, you know, put stuff on my guys. It makes it better. I think I take the white card. Allenbach Escort is not what we want. Vampire Slayer. Scavenger actually does work with what I want. So that's what we'll take here. And then Igor's Awakening can get a guy back. This, I can do something. This is, I mean, I would love to be able to take this, but we're not in those colors. I think the Guest might be the correct play here. We're not really, I mean, this is good, but this has Lifegain synergies. I wouldn't mind the Socialite, but I think getting this is more important to my deck, right? Yeah. So I'll take that. And then I don't want the Honeymoon Hearse. I don't really want any of these, huh? Alright, I'm just going to take one of these. Because I don't want any of these. And these are uncommons, right? Dormant Grove. That's a fun card. Yeah. I do have this Lifegain thing going. If I can get another payoff or two, I guess that bat's a payoff too. Then maybe I can get there with this deck. We're still waiting, but there's nothing that puts me off of this, right? Yeah, I don't want any. Well, I guess I don't really want any of these, but the Shield Basher is a card that I can actually play, so I'll take that. Yes, I would like another Ancestor. I'm passing the Blood Crazed Socialite, but I don't think I want to pass the Kindly Ancestor in a deck like mine. Again, would love to find another Lifegain payoff. But we have some enchantments here to trigger the Dawnheart Geist. And sometimes just gaining a bit of life is all you need. Would like to have more stuff to get in with, though. Almond Bark is not what we want. Aim for the head, maybe? Like, do I want this Nurturing Presence? Am I bashing with that? Like, I guess it does create a 1/1. This exiles 2 cards. Do I want to go wider? Maybe I want to go wider. Maybe this is the correct pick. I'll try it. I think being more stronger in white is better anyways. Alright, this is nothing. Like, I don't need another Adamant Will. I'm going to take this just because. I don't need the Adamant Will. I don't need the Sanctify. I'll take the Ragged Recluse. Yeah, that kind of plays into what I'm doing here. Could use a blood source. This is kind of like an aggro Lifegain deck. And some more removal. Like, I'm in 2 colors with 2 good removal, but I don't have any removal. I'll take another Nurturing Presence, but at this point I'm probably gonna be cutting things like the Nurturing Presences. Militia Rallier is a decent body. Okay, so yeah, I'm like some kind of aggro deck here. Hearst not playing it though. Yeah, I think I'm just being aggressive. I don't know either of those. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter either. Dying to Surf came back, but if I'm being aggro, the Arm the Cathars is probably the right pick. I can pass Grizzly Ritual. I don't have many discard outlets. Skulking Killer's not as good. It's so limited because it doesn't just -2/-2 anything. It only does it if your opponent controls no creatures. No other creatures. Infantry. I like Fierce Retribution. That's a decent removal spell. I would have liked to also have a Drogskull Infantry, but Retribution it is. Bloodscorn Squire can be alright. I mean, I am going wide enough for that. I wouldn't mind a Blood Fountain. Or the Grizzly Ritual, but I think this is a strong card for the kind of deck that I'm doing. And then we could take another Arm of Cathars, but I think I want like Heron or Drogskull Infantry, or maybe the I don't think I want 2 Arm of Cathars. I don't want Dread Fugue either. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Like, this is good. This is good. Heron will get me in through the air, and I don't have enough of an air force. This also makes my life gain even better. I think I'm supposed to take that. I already have the Arm of Cathars. I have plenty of dudes. I don't really want this, so I'll take the Vanguard, right? Like, I'm not playing it, but I'm not playing the Vampire Slayer. I got plenty of playables here, so we'll take this over here. Just because it's a rare. Yeah, this Dawnheart Geist might go too. We'll see. Edgar's Awakening is not what we want, but do we really want the Perish Blade Trainee? I don't think we do. Right? I mean, I can. I don't know. We'll take this and we won't play it. Arch School is not what we want. I guess none of these are really what we want. We don't even have any zombies, right? A zombie. This is like another zombie. I think we Ragged Recluse again. That is at least in line with what we're trying to do. There, we have enough for that. Okay. So there's an option. We're going to make some cuts for sure, though. Maybe a Fleeting Presence can go. this can be the deck right now, but it probably won't be. I'll make some more adjustments as I draw more or draft more cards here. There's something to this Nurturing Presence thing. Like, if I can just go wide enough and generate more creatures, but this doesn't quite do that. I don't really want any card here, so we'll just take one for fun. Blood Petal Celebrant. Board. I'm not playing any of these, so we will take a Beguiler to the board. Not playing that. Grisly Ritual, I could probably take a one of. Rallier is a nice body. Slayer, not going to play it, but I'll take it. Ancestral Ringo, not going to play that, but I'll take it. Okay, so this is, I'm kind of there. This is like an aggro. White-black with a mild Lifegain sub-theme deck. I need to make a handful of cuts. I think the Ritual might be too slow, but I don't have a lot of removal, so I might have to keep it. For a deck like this, I don't think I want the Geist. How many enchantments do I have? 2 plus infantry, 2 ancestors, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. I don't know if that's good enough for the Geist. We'll drop that. It just doesn't do much on the attack. And I want to get in more. And then we'll cut. Ragged Recluse doesn't do much, right? We have, what, one way of getting blood? I kind of wish I'd taken the Ceremonial Knife at this point. Yeah, maybe the Recluse is out. Both Recluses are out, and then we put back in a, the Nurturing Presence or Dawnheart Geist. One of these two can come back in. Let's put the Presence back in. 2 Nurturing Presences. We're just going to hope if I can get in there and win. So maybe I just cut and keep this the deck here. It's less aggressive. It's kind of just a more mid-range with a mild life gain payoff curve. And that might be good enough. Yeah, you know, it's not an exciting deck. Definitely not the last deck. And because of that, I think I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, I'm going to call it a night. Anyway, so that is it for me tonight. Let me know what your thoughts were about the draft in the comments below. Did I make any errors? Did I pass anything that I shouldn't have? How would you have built the deck based on what I drafted? Love to know your thoughts. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Good night.